Hello, and welcome to the Shawnee Show. I'm hella late, y'all. I'm sorry I had one of my clients have an emergency, so I had to do a reading real quick. Y'all know how that go. Paying customers come first. Sorry for it. But I am here and I am ready. Hey, Ashley. I'm about to get into this winter solstice great conjunction conversation because it's everywhere, every damn body and they mama talking about the damn solstice, talking about this great conjunction. I just want to know if y'all woke up this morning with superpowers or not. I want to know if y'all woke up and y'all feel like y'all in 5D or not. Like, how y'all feeling? I will say this, okay? In a lot of ways, this conjunction is basically busting it wide open for abundance, busting it wide open for prosperity, busting it wide open for spiritual ascension and new downloads and information. It's like a portal that's opening for us. So, in that sense, our abilities that we already have are being enhanced. If you're unaware of your abilities, you'll start to come into more awareness and begin to use these things over the next 20 years. And so basically, that is what is happening. People always calling me mom on live. I've already talked to you guys about um, more self-awareness and changes to be made. That's all I woke up with. Yeah, because that's really the gist of what this is. I've already talked to you guys about what Saturn and Jupiter represent, but just for those who haven't seen this video or those videos, I am going to do a quick synopsis on that. So, thank you. So, Saturn is like very much daddy, grandfather energy where it comes in and it's like, I need to get discipline. I need to get order. I need to get these things in line. I need to have a plan and I need to work hard, work hard, work hard. Jupiter is like, listen, we just about to come through and make some shit happen. Jupiter is like a gamble, like the Wheel of Fortune. Like, look, it might be busting off some days and abundant, and you just have to believe in it and have the faith, and you're going to expand. That's like how Jupiter operates within our life. It really helps us to break through the boundaries that we believe in as it relates to expansion, as we have moved from that restrictive Jupiter and Capricorn energy where it's like, you're going to work hard, you're going to get your shit in order, you're going to be mindful of the things that you say and the type of energy that you put out because you want to maintain a certain level of status. We're moving out of that and more into, how can I just tap into being my true authentic self and also get the coin, also get the expansion, also get the validation and appreciation and growth that I'm looking for. So those two energies are going to be battling in this Aquarius conjunction, even though the energies are in strong harmony and it brings opportunity for growth. It also is going to be frustrating because it's like Saturn is coming in and saying, do this, do this, do this first. And Jupiter is like, nah, let that shit go. We going to do this. So you have to make sure that you gain balance between believing in your dreams, having the faith, and knowing like when to take the leap, and also actually doing the work, also actually having a plan. Because it's just like people who win the lottery. They are broke one day, rich the next day, and most of them are broke again within a few years. You know what I'm saying? And it's because they don't have a plan for that money. It just came out of nowhere. And just because you have more money, just because you have more resources, just because you have more expansion, that doesn't mean that you're just going to be magically in a whole new world. Yes, things are going to shift and change, but if you don't have a plan for the resources, they will go just as quickly as they come. If you don't have a plan for the superpowers, the enhancements, the expansions to come, they will go just as quickly as they come. So because this is a 20-year lasting energy, you want to make sure that you are laying a good foundation of balance. Are y'all following me? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Let me take a sip. Y'all let me know in the comments. Drop some hearts or something. I'm just drinking tea today. You know, y'all be asking me what's in my cup. It's early. It's the middle of the day. All right. So y'all are feeling me. Okay, so that's all I'm going to give in terms of generalizations. Now I'm about to go into your sign, what this means for you. I'm about to go into each sign, what house it falls in for you, and what this means for you. So, Galen said, yes, super helpful, makes so much sense. Ashley dropped a heart. Okay, y'all following me. Cool, thank you. All right, so I guess I will start with do I want to start with Capricorn or Aquarius? I think I'm gonna start with Capricorn because our season is approaching, so might as well, right? So, for us Capricorn people, it's falling into our second house. Second house has to do with possessions, materials, and resources. Okay. So it's going to give us a break from all that energy of we got to work, we got to go, we got to get. Like we did all that work while Saturn and Jupiter were in Capricorn. And now it's like, okay, we can celebrate, we can honor our intentions, we can collect the increase on our work that we've already laid down. And so Capricorns can be ready for that. Also, it's going to be a progressive and visionary approach to our growth. Capricorns can be very much one track minded in the way that we do things. And we are more focused on how it's going to help us, how it's going to elevate our intentions and things like that. So instead of us being so dead set on what we are trying to do and our direct intentions, we're going to be more focused on how we can better benefit the collective and how we can come together and collaborate with other people to give that vision that Capricorns give, because we bring balance and vision to the table. That's just what we do. So with this falling into the second house, it's going to enhance those powers of balance and vision as it relates to your possessions and your materials. So maybe if you're a Capricorn in this year, you're going to be buying a new house. Maybe in this next year, you're going to start to see an increase in your business. Maybe within this next year, you'll make some type of lucky collaboration in business or connection that takes your business to a whole nother level. Those are the types of things that are going to be happening for Capricorns. I said I was going to pull a couple cards for each sign, but I kind of want to do that at the end. So I'm going to just keep going so I don't make this live too long. Okay, so then moving on to moving on to Aquarius. For Aquarians, this energy is falling into your first house. It's identity. Baby, this is your time to shine, okay? This is your time to shine your light, shine your intellect onto the world. Not for everybody else like you always do, but for you and your own growth. So for Aquarians, it's going to be very much physical expression enhancement for you guys. You're going to be more introspective and reflective, not really wanting to be as social. You're going to be expanding your personal boundaries, letting go of self-imposed restrictions and limitations, moving past stagnant energies where you haven't been able to commit to certain things because you feel like it doesn't align with your ideals, and just reestablishing new ideals. This conjunction for Aquarians is really going to put them into more of a, like I said earlier, putting yourself first type spirit. So it's going to have the potential to create a lot of emotional breakthroughs, a lot of mental release for you, and miracles and luck for Sagittarius, because this year there's going to be about 7 planets at one point in Aquarius. So that's just your time to shine. That's your time to win. Just like Capricorn season was 2020. This is Aquarius season. Once all those planets align in Aquarius, we already got the 2 that are really important, Saturn and Jupiter. Saturn being, I'm going to push your time forward and let you know how you're using your time, how it's working for you and how it's not working for you. Jupiter being the expansion, the abundance, and the gift, okay? So with those 2 marrying together in your sign in the first house, y'all just set up. If you're an Aquarius and you're struggling, you need to get out of your own way, period, because this is your year. You shouldn't be even really facing a lot of blocks unless you're just not listening to yourself. Okay, next, Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, this is falling into your 3rd house. 3rd house represents the form of the tree, represents community, small business. So These are going to be the things that are a point of enhancement for you as this energy crosses your third house. You're going to be having new ideas and perceptions as it relates to making connections and collaborations. You're going to be more willing to let people help you, more willing to partner with people. You're going to be learning new skills and mastering your existing skills to take them to the next level and be able to use them for your own expansion. You might do a lot of sharing and teaching in this next year, or the next, over the next 20 years actually, because like I said, this energy is going to last 20 years for Sagittarius. You might seek out some business mentorship or become a business mentor. And you're going to have enhancements as it relates to fated meetings and success. Also, like I said, opportunities to learn. So maybe you're going to do an apprenticeship or get back into school. That's what's going to be happening for Sagittarius. It's falling into your third house. Okay. Next, Pisces. For Pisces, I know we got a couple Pisces in here already. For Pisces, it's falling into your 12th house. You guys are ruled by the 12th house. So this is going to just enhance your psychic ability, enhance your connection with spirit. This is going to bring you like a thinning of the veil basically over the next 20 years to tap into your spiritual abilities and tap into your higher senses. Okay. This is going to bring strong dreams and increased intuition. This is a great time to develop artistic skills for Pisces, activating divine karma and soul gifts. Some things will have to die off. So Pisces might be experiencing some loss. You already know that the 12th house, it comes with loss and sacrifice. But those things will need to be removed. So you may go through like a spiritual upheaval period, and we all know that that is tough. It doesn't always feel good. You may go through that, but it'll be for your own healing and expansion. So just make sure that you surrender to that when it starts to come up. So that's for Pisces. Okay, for Aries, this energy is falling in your 11th house. It's going to bring you increased ambition as it relates to social expansion. It's going to bring you down to earth as it relates to building a foundation of security and practicality with your dreams, because Aries can be very much, I want to do this, I'm going to try this, I want to do this, I'm going to try this, I want to do this, I'm going to try this, and just see how it works, explore, impulse. But you guys kind of struggle with committing to one thing unless you absolutely just love it. So you are going to be becoming a little bit more grounded in that, especially as it relates to the organizations, associations, and friendships that you are in. Okay. For Aries, you're going to be figuring out how you can better serve and assist in your role as a humanitarian. Aries can be very self-focused, self-centered, and self-driven, and it's not a bad thing. They are the first sign of the zodiac, so they're born leaders. They just want to pop shit off and do things their way. But this energy is going to bring you down from that a little bit and cause you to be more like, okay, what can I do to help, to benefit, to add to, instead of just what can I do to lead, to stand out, to light the fuse. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to be happening for Aries. You guys are going to be getting your superpowers activated in your 11th house. Okay? Period. For Taurus, this is falling into your 10th house. 10th house has to do with career. So this is going to bring you personal growth and ambition with going beyond societal constraints and tapping more into your individuality. Taurians are ruled by second house energy, which has to do with materials and possession. All they want to do is work, get the money, get the things that they want to get. They're finicky and back and forth as it relates to love because they're stubborn and they want to have everything be how they see it in their mind, and if it's not that, they have an issue. So with Taurians, you guys are going to be pushed to think outside the box as it relates to your career and say, you know what, this may not be practical, this may not be like normal, like day-to-day something I knew I could make money from, but I'm about to get out here and try that shit anyway. Like, I may not have thought I was going to start a business with this friend, but I might get out here and make this collaboration anyway. Very much that type of energy for you Taurus people. Also, let's focus on day-to-day possessions. I want this new dress, I want this new bag, I want this, I want that. Let's focus on day-to-day possessions that don't really matter, and more focus on legacy, more focus on, I want to save up to buy some land, I want to save up to buy a house, I want to build a trust fund for my kids, stuff like that. Building legacy for Taurian people. Getting back to your air and fluidity, I talked about that because you guys can be bullish and very earthy at times. um Enhance recognition, reputation, and business opportunities for Taurus. That is your key. Geminis, for Gemini people, this is falling into your ninth house. You're going to have a desire for new knowledge and intellectual companionship. You're going to have a little bit more academic recognition because you guys are always gathering information. So this is going to be your time to share and shine the light on the information that you've gathered. Maybe you need to teach someone. Expansion of awareness through experience, travel, connection, and wisdom. So if you're a Gemini person, this next 20 years, you might go on a sabbatical. You might go on like a what are those things called where you go all across the world and do like a tour? Like, you guys are really wanting to like experience things just to gain the knowledge of the culture and then come back and like share that shit. That's like the type of wave that y'all are on. Your superpower with this conjunction has to do with spirituality, experience, and connectivity. You want to shift in consciousness, so you don't just want to base everything on fact and intellectualizing things. You actually want to bring that into the experience and into the physical. So that's what the Geminis are going to be focused on with this falling into your ninth house. You guys are also going to be focusing on mastering certain skills in subjects that you've been studying, not just gathering information to know, because Geminis can be very much, I just want to know shit, so I'm just going to gather these pieces and tidbits of information. You guys are going to have added spiritual growth as well. So yeah, that's it for Geminis. On to Cancers. Cancers, this energy is falling into the 8th house. It's going to bring a rise in spiritual ability and want for spiritual knowledge. You guys are going to be working hard towards providing spiritual service and enhance intuition. You guys are going to have increased psychic ability because 8th house has to do with rebirth, has to do with shadow work, has to do with success and going deep for understanding. So you guys are going to be tapping into not only the emotional, watery aspects of yourself, but the psychological part of that makes it tick. And not only within yourself, but for other people. So you'll notice an increase in that. If you feel drained after being around certain energies, I would advise you to start cutting people off, because it's you're just gonna feel it. You can't really get around it. Cancers are going to be going through a release of spiritual boundaries, which can be a blessing and a curse, because when it relates to everything, you need some sort of boundary. So when those boundaries start expanding, especially in the spiritual realm, and you start doing shit in the astral realm because you don't have as many boundaries keeping you back from certain things, you can just kind of get a little bit too deep and go off too in the deep end. And then also people will just start coming to you, like spirits and things like that will just start coming to you, and it becomes draining. So you want to be mindful of that, Cancers, and make sure that you're not becoming a vessel for too many different things, whether it be spirits or people or energies in general. Okay. But for Cancers, you guys have a light shining on new financial inheritance or gifts, money coming from a source that's not yourself or your own work. So that's going to be happening for you within the next 20 years. You also are going to be getting a lesson in being more receptive, learning how to receive, sit back, and just let people kind of do things how they want to do things. Cancers can struggle with that because you guys hold so much emotional space for people. You just don't understand why they can't just let you be you sometimes, and they have to have an issue with it. So you guys will be getting a lesson in not letting that bother you as much, which is going to be good because, like I said, it's going to give you a rise in spiritual ability, which is going to open you up for more spiritual knowledge and that will open the gates even further for you to do additional spiritual services. These water signs, this is about to be a whole spiritual awakening for y'all. If you're not already tapped in to spirituality and your spiritual gifts, you're going to be getting little nudges to go ahead and wake it up. Okay? That fourth house, eighth house, I think fourth house, eighth house, where was Pisces? 12th house, all of those speak to knowledge, spirituality, and things like that. So karma. So the water signs are definitely going to be walking through that. So moving on from Cancers, we go to Leo. For Leos, new collaborations and business negotiations, seventh house energy. You guys are going to be taking more of an assessment on what you can keep with you and what you need to let go of to continue to trudge towards success and the things that you want. You're going to be learning how to work well with others and not always have to be the one in the spotlight to feel like things are going okay. You guys are going to be learning how to release control, which is good because you guys can get in your own way as it relates to expansion with being in control. So with Saturn, being in Aquarius for y'all Leo people, it's really pushing you to get out of your head and be like more fluid and flowy like the air. Take the shape that you need to take to get to the next thing that you need to get to. So that's going to bring social balance and harmony for Leos. Also, good opportunities for love for Leos. Guys meeting new partners, gaining new companionships, developing new friendships, relationships, chance meetings. All that falls into seventh house energy. So that is going to be powered up for you Leo folks. Virgos, this energy is falling into your sixth house. It's going to be an enhanced need to service and working hard to do so. This transit is going to shine a light on your natural need to heal and fix people. So make sure you're not going too hard, running yourself down into the ground, trying to heal and fix everyone else, and that you're doing the work that you need to be doing for you. Because really, that's what this is about for you Virgo people. Y'all are already here to heal, to fix. That's just your the nature of Virgo personality. You all want to fix things. That's how y'all act. So don't get so caught up in trying to fix everyone else and create a certain aesthetic that you are breaking yourself down and you're not doing the things that you need to do for you, especially physically speaking, especially. So if there's some things that have been going on with your health, if you want to lose weight, if you've been wanting to change your diet, if you've been saying that I need to drink more water, I need to take vitamins, whatever it is, make sure you put that same energy that you put into fixing other people's problems and other people's life into fixing your damn self, okay? Because that is going to be the key for you Virgo folks. You guys are going to be very creative with this energy, having a natural thoughtfulness. Dream job opportunities can come up. Opportunities for divine healing and deep-seated release of childhood trauma will come up over this next 20 years for Virgos. And an increase in vitality if you start taking care of your physical body. The sixth house has a lot to do with healing, especially when it comes to the body. So that's something important to focus on for Virgos as well. I think you guys will be getting a nudge to do it, but the thing is, we don't always listen to those nudges. So I'm just here to affirm the nudge for y'all. A whole 20 years. Yes, I mean, it's going to be the strongest right now because the obviously this whole 20 years, these planets aren't going to be at this same degree of conjunction, but this energy is going to be lasting for the next 20 years. So yes. So that's for you Virgo folks. For Libras, you guys, this energy is falling into your fifth house. Overinflated ego, good times. I just want to have the joy, the joy, the joy, the joy, the joy. Hey T. Y'all Libras, y'all are going to be I want to be around people and things that make me feel good. And if it's not that, it can go. And that's just that on that. Fifth house is really all about the turning point. It's like creating the experience that you would like to have. But at the same time, fifth house has to do with conflict. So it's like you want to bring joy and life into the people around you, and you want to express your creativity, because there's these suddenly removed restrictions when it comes to your creativity. Maybe you're able to paint now, you know, maybe you have been trying to figure out how to play an instrument and finally it's coming through. Maybe you've been trying to write a book and it hasn't been coming together, and now finally it's all flowing out. Things like that are what's going to happen for Libras. Lucky breaks as it relates to talents and love. So if you already have a talent that you do, you might want to start putting yourself out there, and shining a little bit more of a light on it so that you can be seen and get that break that the universe has for you while this energy is present. And then when it comes to love, it has more to do with balancing out your relationship with self. So yeah, that's that on that for Libras. Then Scorpio, we have Scorpio falling in fourth house with this energy. Home security, planting your roots, and tapping into the matriarchal energy within. Scorpio people are going to be kind of balancing out the energy between earth and spirit, because Scorpios can be very deep into like the spiritual realm and sometimes not even realize it. Hey, Miss Deb. Um, so for Scorpio people, you guys are going to be transforming the energies within your own home or environment instead of being so focused on transforming the energies of the world. I am working. I will call you back when I stop working. Oh my God. Whew, Lord. Okay. So, for Scorpios, divine feminine energy is going to be a key point for you with this energy, because it's going to give you the power to direct and transform those energies in your home, like I was mentioning earlier. Tapping into family heritage is going to be something of increase for Scorpio. So, using something that has to do with your family lineage to create abundance. Maybe connecting with your tribe of people that really love you and support you, and them really lifting you up and building you up. Or maybe like there's a recipe that's been in your family forever, and finally you trademark the recipe and start selling it. Or maybe you come into like some sort of inheritance because someone passes away or something like that. That's going to be happening a lot for Scorpio folks with that fourth house energy. Now, these that I just went over, all the signs, this applies to your sun, moon, and rising. I would say more so sun and rising, but yeah, that's how it's gonna affect you. Y'all, let me get off of here real quick and call my mama and see what she got going on. And then I'm gonna come back and do readings for each sign. So just give me a minute. I don't know what she got going on, but she keep calling me. Beyonce texting me. I'm like, y'all, I'm on live. Like, y'all see me on live. Lord. Okay. So I'll be right back with that. I'm gonna let y'all sit with that, marinate on that. I am going to post this to IGTV. So watch the video back, because I know this was a lot of information to take in, and comment below what you took away from the video. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Give me like 15 minutes, y'all. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes and I'll be back.